Hello. Well, I'm on my second video for today, and it's raining. It's Sunday, so there's time. And this is Songcatching number 11. 11 is a good number. So I'm playing a little upbeat, kind of doing the upbeat thing today. It's more kind of on the rock and roll side, or rock, rock something or other, music, rock and blues. So, what's that battery? Is the battery stuck or something? Anyway, okay. This is another song, and in the days today, the atmosphere of today, at least in America, and thank God not here in Korea, is of protest. And being a child who grew up in the 1970s, I was party to much protest, demonstrations, all sorts of anti-government feelings and sentiments and actions of all types. And what you're seeing today is really a spin-off from those days. Many of the organizations, I suspect, and I don't speak from fact, but I suspect are the same, have the same roots, such as the the BLM movement, Black Lives Matter, seems to be kind of a spin-off of the Black Panthers, Antifa, maybe of the Weathermen, I don't know, but it's all very similar, and it's unfortunate, I can say, for one thing. And this song that I'm going to present today, hi, I'm Rahelmusic, in case you didn't know who I am. I forgot to introduce myself. This is the Songcatching series, songwriting music series that I have on my Instagram and on my YouTube channels, which can be found at rahelmusic.com. If you go there, there are links to those sites, as well as links to where you can download much of the music that's online. Much of it is not as well, so you can only hear some of it here. This one is online. It's on an album called Roots, R-O-O-T-E-S. Almost There is the title. Because why Almost There? I was working with a bunch of very talented musicians in America. Andre Dumont, Jason Freitas, also known as Skulls, Mikial Robertson, Bruce Berger, all sorts of really good musicians, and also, of course, the country musicians, I didn't forget you, as well as in Israel, fabulous musicians. And I've always had the pleasure and the blessing of having them come and play and on recordings that I've made. And so some of them I call are half-baked. They're not complete. They've never got to the mastering phase. So there's a few albums still, though, up on my Bandcamp that have the unfinished songs, but they sound pretty good anyway. They give you an idea of where we were going, at least, and you can enjoy them with a fuller band sound. So, and if you want to understand why I call this Songcatching, it's based on a poem by a Native American Indian poet and artist, and his name is Arlie, and his website will be listed in my box. It's always there. You can find out about him and his poetry and read the poem, the beautiful poem that he wrote about Songcatching. Songcatching is the idea that, the concept that the songs are already out there in the atmosphere, in the universe, in the energy, and we as songwriters, we like to call ourselves songwriters, are really song catchers. We catch the song, bring it through us to the 3D physical world that we live in, and share it with the world. So that's what I'm doing here, is sharing the songs that I've caught, that I've been gifted with, and I'm sharing them with you in hopes that you will get something from it. Whatever you get from it is fine. And I have a lot of songs, so there will be a lot of episodes in this series. There's one song per episode for the most part. Occasionally there's two, but mostly there's one song. I kind of analyze it, and we learn together what the song is about, and what songwriting is about, what musical life is about, and I just share a lot of thoughts and feelings and lyrics. Hi, everybody. So, as I started to say, today we live in an atmosphere of protest. Many people are protesting about something. They're unhappy. We're unhappy. It seems we're unhappy. But we need to turn that unhappiness into something better. The message is that the world kind of is in a bad place, and we need to make it better. We need to improve it. So this song is called Rise Up Singing. It's reminiscent of the 70s, 1970s, the days that I grew up in, the atmosphere that I grew up in of protest, the protest movements of all sorts. And we would say, rise up, rise up, rise up, everybody rise up. Today they say, wake up, get woke, whatever, woke. I don't like that woke stuff, but I would rather say let's get awake, stay alert, let's use our common sense. Let's use a loving, positive kind of, constructive kind of way of changing and improving the world. That starts with us. But this song is called Rise Up Singing. I wrote it in 1997. I received it and shared it in 1997. And it's kind of a rock beat. Whenever you'll hear it, and then we'll talk about it. So Rise Up Singing. And at the end I'm going to play the almost there version of the recording as well. So stick around till the end. It's like a march. Sunshine shining down, moonlight lighting the way, hand in hand we are walking, talking about the dawning of a new day. Children play in the playground, moms and dads shoot the breeze, hand in hand we are sitting, talking about the dawning of a new day. Open your eyes, awaken your soul, and rise up singing. You and I will welcome the peace we are bringing. Rise up singing. Stand up, make yourself known. We all make a difference. One by one we are changing. Together we'll see the dawning of a new day. Open your eyes, awaken your soul, and rise up singing. You and I will welcome the peace we are bringing. Rise up singing. Rise up singing. So, there you have it. That's the song called Rise Up Singing. So rather than rise up in protest, rise up in violence, rise up in abuse, whatever you're rising up, looting and whatever the heck. Come on, people, seriously. Let's look at the lyrics. Sunshine shining down, moonlight lighting the way. Hand in hand we're walking, talking about the dawning of a new day. I'm old enough to remember quite a lot of experiences, a lot of things that the world has gone through. And I remember when the year of 2000 came. Actually, I remember before that when there was the movie called 2001, and we thought, wow, that was like so futuristic and so far away. And now we're in 2020. I remember 2000 came about, the millennium. And wow, people thought the end of the world was coming. And there was Y2K. Oh my God, everything is going to end. And, everybody watched the ball drop. And guess what? The world still stood. All of the fear baiting that was going on. And people were scared and what's going to happen. And what happened? Another year went by. But in my mind, I thought that humanity and civilization was going to progress and advance and that we would no longer be fighting, we would no longer be hating. I thought that the human brain, the human species, would have evolved to a much higher level of being. And my God, I'm still waiting for that to happen. I've been so disappointed in these things. When I lived in Israel, the Prime Minister, Yitzhak Rabin, was assassinated. He was going about making peace efforts, and some people disagreed about the way he was doing it or what he was doing, and he was assassinated. When the funeral took place, it was like, there's a song called The Picnic of the World. Who wrote that? Chapin? I don't remember. I'll check it out. But I thought, I watched as every representative from everywhere around the world, including enemies of Israel, gathered together in Israel for the funeral. And it was quite a sight to see. And I thought that people were doing cheshbon nefesh. We were reevaluating who we are and what we stand for and how we behave and how to bring about peaceful coexistence, peaceful living, harmonious living. And I thought that was going to happen because many people were talking like that we needed to look into ourselves and change something. But the next day, life went about in its usual way. There's still uprisings, there's still, hatred, there's still blame, there's still violence, and the violence has gotten worse even, and the hatred has grown and become extreme. And wow, how is that happening? How are we not evolving forwards? We're actually regressing backwards as a human species, as human beings, as a civilization. We're not civilized at all. When is that going to come about? When is that going to happen? So this song tries to put a positive slant on all of this, and rather than rising up in protest, we want to rise up singing, because music can bring us together. So the next verse says, children play in the playground. Moms and dads shoot the breeze. Arm in arm we are sitting, and I know I sang it a little differently, talking about the dawning of a new day. We're sitting, the children are playing, people are talking, chatting, enjoying each other's company. We're peaceful, and we're talking about the dawning of the new day. What is the dawning of the new day going to look like? We are still wondering, I guess. So the refrain says, open your eyes, awaken your soul, and rise up singing. It almost seems like there's no soul. Where's the souls of the people? You know, when I watch these protests, they look like zombies. Seriously. They look like just brainless sheep following I don't know what. So awaken your soul. Rise up singing. You and I will welcome the peace we are bringing. Rise up singing. The last verse says, stand up, make yourself known. We all make a difference. One by one we are changing. Together we'll see the dawning of a new day. Stand up, make yourself known. Okay, lots of people are doing that. But let's do it in a more positive, constructive way, perhaps. We all make a difference. Each one of us is important. Each one of us is counted. We know that from the Bible. Each one of us is a piece of the puzzle that without each one of us, the world doesn't function the same way. I just said that in the last episode. The two songs are similar. They have a similar message. We're all important. So let's make a difference. Everything we do. I have a pin here. It says, make a difference. Make a difference. So it's a reminder to try and make a difference. Yeah, I go off on the deep end. I am known to be highly opinionated and to voice my opinions and to be wrong. I am often wrong and often called out for it. And I appreciate that, actually. It's hard to take, but I do appreciate it because it helps me grow. And if I didn't speak up, how would anybody know to call me out on what I'm wrong about, but what I'm right about, or what I am concerned about or passionate about? Then, you know, that's not terrible. I'm not hurting anybody, really. I'm trying not to hurt anybody. Maybe I hurt your feelings, or with strong words, or with my passion for a cause or a topic or something, an art form that I love. Maybe I'm very passionate, so I come across as very strong and even aggressive, but it's not meant to be that. I am very disappointed with the amount of misinformation, misguidance, ignorance that's out there, the propaganda that has been out there for decades and is still being believed as truth, the inability or the lack of desire of people to do actual research, including me sometimes. I don't even do it, to find out facts. But what I see with my own eyes, what I hear with my own ears, I try to make assessments. So anyway, we stand up, we make yourself known, we all make a difference. One by one we're changing. One person at a time. You need to change one person at a time, and one person affects another person. Together we'll see the dawning of a new day. We're seeing the dawning of a new day. At the moment, it's chaotic, anarchistic, negative, difficult, challenging. I hope that is going to change into a peaceful way of life. I hope we're going to get there. So I am going to keep this one short because actually I'm at a curfew at my apartment. I can't really make noise much longer. It's getting there. So I'm going to finish by playing you the actual recording that you can hear on Bandcamp. And I hope you like it. And I'll leave you with those thoughts. Any feedback is welcome. Oh, hi, Polly. Hi. I'm out of sync. You're hearing a delayed voice. I apologize. There's nothing I can do with it. I think it's the internet. So, yeah. So, you finally made it. Yay! So, I'm going to have to end in a minute. And hello to you on Instagram who have joined. So, I'm going to play this actual recording that is all from the Bandcamp album called Roots, almost there, and I'll put links in the box, of course, when I upload this to YouTube. So it's really good that you could all join me on this second one for today. And enjoy the day, the night, wherever you are. And here's the song again. Let me pull it up. Ah, the wrong one. Here it is. Are you there? Okay. Here it is. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. And just, I didn't talk about the structure of the song. Hold on. I'm going to put my speaker on again. Hey, speaker, go on.
Battery 30%.
There we go, 30%. I didn't talk this time musically about the structure of the song. Basically, it's a rock song. Hold on, let me get there. It's a rock song. The chords are just, kind of repetitive. A couple of verses, a chorus that repeats itself. E minor, G, A, G, D. A minor, D, and back to the riff there. So it's a basic rock song, basic format, and it's pretty simple. And so let's listen to it. Let's listen. I really like that. Wait a minute, I gotta find you. I really like that that term, songcatching. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I love it. That's why I repeat it every episode. Okay, here goes the song. Here we go. And, okay, let me start again. One more thing. This is kind of starts out like a march. It's definitely a march. You hear the drum beat going, and it's a march because, they call these protests marches. So the music is going with that concept. Mikial Robertson featured on the lead guitar again. And there are 2 tracks of it. It's kind of crazy. That's the unmixed version. Oh, you might even hear a cow mooing in there. Animal rights, you know. So, you know, maybe I apologize. I sound like I'm mocking things, but I'm really not. I appreciate everybody standing up and working for a cause and doing good things. I don't appreciate the kind of protests that are out there today that are destructive. And so that's why I bring you this song called Rise Up Singing. Also, you know, by the way, back in the day, when, I didn't even put my amp on. Okay, back in the day, back in the 70s, the 60s, when people were protesting in the 60s actually, the music was the thing that really led the masses. It spoke to them through the lyrics, and people sang songs of protest that spoke to them deeply, and the music moved the masses in a way that it doesn't do that today. And people like Bob Dylan, Joan Baez, Pete Seeger, the whole protest movement was led by the musicians, really. Peter, Paul and Mary, Crosby, Stills and Nash, they all sang. Their lyrics were about the protest, about the political situation. Even today, they continue. Some of them continue that. So, music has played a very big part in changing the world. So, I just want to change your hearts with the music, because if you can change your heart, then you know, if you can, I said, if you can find peace within yourselves, you can make peace throughout the world. The first thing is to find the peace within ourselves, and then we can rise up singing and change the rest of the world. So that's my message from this song today, Rise Up Singing. Please look for it at rahelmusic.com, RAHEL music.com. Click on the links there, and listen to it with your headphones, and you know, and download whatever you can. Hi, nice to meet you too. Who's that? Kim G. Ah, hi. How are you? It's been a while. So I'm actually going to end this broadcast now, because I can't play more music right now. I live in a small apartment with neighbors, and I'm broadcasting from my apartment. It's my apartment, my little small apartment. So, so thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time, which might be probably in another day or 2 or 3. I've got a kind of busy week this week, so we'll see what I can produce. But I produced 2 today, so go and watch them. Thank you, and annyeong hikaseo, lehitraot, bye, arrivederci. I don't know what else to say. Bye. Take care, everybody. Ending the Instagram now. Okay. And I'm going to say bye to Facebook people. And it was so good that you could join. I wish that I could come on later, but I can't. So you'll have to watch the video tapes later. Thanks for joining me. I love you all. Take care.